All right, back to Stranger Things.
You know, I could have started this channel with like, "Hey guys, welcome to Headbangers Ball."
Headbangers Ball.
Do you remember Headbangers Ball?
Yes,
MTV?
Yeah.
MTV, dude.
It would have been great. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee Corner
Coffee Corner.
with
Hey.
Bill and Ray. Ray, so what's going on?
Hey, not a lot.
Dude, I'm so excited to talk about this episode for Stranger Things.
I can tell, dude.
I hope you can tell. Also, we got a special guest for you. I brought my brother Izzy. Izzy, welcome in.
Woo, yeah! Coffee Corner, Stranger Things. What's up, dude? Freaking bring it in. Yeah. What's up, brother? Dude, again?
Seriously,
Dude, I
bro?
thought you said I said I was wearing this.
No, I said I was going to be Eddie.
Did you? Oh my god.
I thought you were
like
going to
this
be
guy?
Dustin. Are you
Dustin?
serious right
Who's
now?
Dustin?
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Anyway, I
So
guess-
welcome to Coffee Corner with Ray, Eddie, and Eddie. Coffee Corner.
Woo! Coffee! Make
right.
it coffee.
Hey, so normally I say, what are we talking about today? But it's kind of obvious what we're talking about, Mr. Eddie and Eddie.
I'm Eddie 1. He's Eddie 2. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Stranger Things Season 4, Part 1 and Part 2.
A lot of emotions. I cried. I got mad. I got excited. Got sad again. And then sad even more.
So Izzy says he cried. What about you, Ray?
Dude, I cried like a baby.
Did you?
I was watching it alone, and the waterworks were just happening, and it was very sad.
I got to be honest with you. I wanted to cry, but I kind of held it back.
Just let it loose, buddy.
I
Let it
couldn't.
loose.
I figured I'm going to rewatch this last season anyway. And just kind of really soak it in a little bit more. It was hard seeing my buddy Eddie die. And then seeing everything else that happened after. And then leading into Dustin talking about Eddie again. That one really was hard to hold back.
So that was a really tough part when Dustin was talking to Eddie's uncle. I was like, oh man, it was really hard to watch.
Got to be honest with you. The hair that's getting in my eyes right now makes me want to cry.
Hey, dude, I mean, I know we're bringing up some emotions. If you got to.
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm still going to hold it back. So who was your favorite character going into this season?
Mine was probably gonna be like the pizza guy. That guy's energy was like all over the place.
Yeah, he was actually really funny.
He
Yeah,
brought
I liked
a,
him.
He brought a really nice dynamic to it, like some big comedy to it, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, his dude and dude this
Bro.
and dude bro. Yeah, it was really
Don't knock
Californian.
it till you try
I
it,
guess they
bro.
say. It's stereotypical of
Mhm.
California. Obviously, you could see who my favorite character was, Eddie. So the last metal scene with Eddie was amazing. Hearing Master of Puppets.
Whoa. Hold on.
Are we going too far ahead?
No. I just don't want to get sued by Metallica, so tread on light water there, please.
Well, this isn't
Whoa, hey.
Napster.
Just saying.
This isn't Napster.
I'm just saying, dude.
Yeah.
Metallica ended up suing Eddie for playing their song, dude.
What?
I'm serious.
I don't think they did. I heard
They
that
probably
Eddie.
did.
I heard that Eddie got to get on stage with them at one of their concerts.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like
is
that.
pretty cool.
That was pretty sweet.
And he actually did play the song.
But hey, just because you look like Eddie doesn't make you Eddie, so we got to be careful.
That sucks.
We're still a young channel. We don't want to get sued by.
I was really hoping.
We don't want to get sued by Metallica, dude. So.
Yeah, I don't. I would hate to. You know, they always say never meet your heroes.
Oh yeah, no.
And be like, hey guys, so great to meet y'all, and then they slap me with a lawsuit.
Yeah,
I'd be like, wow, I paid for y'all's concert for nothing.
exactly.
Look, just remember this. It's almost like looking into a mirror, but, you know, not.
Wow.
So my favorite was actually Dmitri. I thought he was actually really cool. I liked him a lot.
The Russian guard?
The Russian soldier guard at the Russian prison,
Yeah.
trying to get Hopper out.
Oh yeah, that guy was actually pretty cool.
The man with no face. That
Oh,
his
he was in
name,
Game of Thrones as well?
Oh.
Yeah, he was the man
Okay.
with no face.
It's kind of weird when you see these characters in other shows and you're like, oh yeah, that was that guy. Or that, or that actress.
It's
Yeah.
like every time I saw Winona Ryder, I thought she was just going to start dancing like in Beetlejuice, you know?
Oh wow. That's way too far back.
Way too far back. It's still
Yeah.
80s, right?
It
It was
is.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I love about the show is the 80s feel.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is so 80s. That's my favorite time growing up. I still feel that we had the best cartoons, the best video games, the best of everything. Just really love the 80s. If that's not apparent from the channel, I don't know.
The only problem is that movies today trying to capture that magic from the 80s. The 80s wasn't exactly that cool. It was cool,
It was.
but it's not as cool as they make it out to be in the TV shows.
It's more of a nostalgic thing for me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amped up to
Yeah.
level
Yeah.
10. So
Yeah, because if you think about all the 80s movies with the one-liners, and some of the
yeah.
movies were really cheesy, but they're so iconic for us because that's what we grew up on.
yeah.
I love those cheesy one-liners, especially Arnold. I mean, he had a lot of those.
That guy has thousands of them.
Thousands of them.
Thousands of them. Even going into the 90s.
Man, even being the governor of California, he still... That's all I could hear.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper!
Let off some steam.
I just told him that one the other day.
Commando,
But my,
right?
Yeah.
but my favorite one is still when he throws the knife at that guy and it hits him in the, and it, like goes through him, attaches him to the wall, and he's like, "Stick around."
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can't beat that line. That line
Oh,
is
man.
amazing. Yes.
Dude, I seriously can't see it right now with this. I'm trying to look. And
Is
it's
the
like his
hair in the
hair's just
way?
like, yeah.
It's a part of me. Get used to it, Ray.
All right.
It's me now. This is me now.
Okay. So, what was your favorite moment of this season?
From part 1 or part 2?
We're gonna say
The whole season.
Season
as a
4.
whole. Like I said earlier, I still think that iconic scene when he's luring in the bats, Eddie, and he's playing Master of Puppets was one of my favorite scenes. My other favorite scene is obviously when she's up in the air, Vecna has her, and then she starts listening to that Kate Bush song, which I honestly, do not remember from the 80s. But it was a great scene when she's able
Yeah.
to escape from him by listening to that music.
so. I don't think Kate Bush was that big here as she was in the UK.
I had a lot of people ask me if you don't
'Cause I don't
remember that
remember
song.
Kate Bush
I don't
at
remember
all.
that song at all.
Our local radio stations didn't play Kate Bush that much.
And now that song has skyrocketed up,
Yeah.
just like Master of Puppets has.
My first intro to Kate Bush was actually Grand Theft Auto, Vice City.
Yeah, Vice City's a great game,
Yeah.
Yep.
iconic game.
You know, with that song, as you're talking about it, it feels like almost like that moment from like Back to the Future, where it's like, they can't like appreciate the song now, but your kids are gonna love it, like kind of like that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
That's what it felt like. Cause I was
Exactly.
like, Kate Bush. I was like, I
It's
don't
not a bad
remember that.
song. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's good.
it was overplayed in the season, but even then
A
I didn't
lot.
get tired of it. It was
Yeah.
okay to keep hearing it over, and it didn't really bother me too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. It got stuck in my head, and I'd be sleeping, and I could just hear it, and I'd wake
Over
up,
and
be like
over?
looking around, be like, running up that road, running up that hill, and then
Yes.
this is, I don't know where the music came from.
So, what was your favorite moment?
Mine is probably when the Demogorgon came out in the actual jail where everybody's being fed to him. That was really good for me because I'm like really into like Dead by Daylight like a lot, and the Demogorgon's in there. You can play as him, and I was just like, man, this just feels so good to see him come back. It's just Demogorgon Unchained, pretty much.
I didn't realize how powerful they really are.
Yeah, and I also didn't realize like how tall like the Demogorgon was. I think he's like 8 foot or something, or
Well, I did
Yeah.
notice that it was just that one though. That was the tallest of them all.
the little demo puppies that were
Yes.
running around.
Because the scene when Hopper actually, that's the last one he has to fight and uses that Conan the Barbarian sword.
Yeah.
That was
Takes
so
him
cool.
out, which was actually cool. I thought it was funny though. There's a scene where he looks like he's running. I'm like, does he have to run like that? All like, the motion in the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, that was a very iconic scene. But I noticed that was the Demogorgon that was the tallest of the rest.
It was so wild to see like all of them just like being grown in like these kind of like embryos or something, or what do you call them?
Oh yeah, they were in those glass tubes, and it was very reminiscent of like like old Aliens or something.
Mhm.
Yeah,
like movies.
That's
I like
exactly
that.
what I got.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the Mind Flayer is like in the background too, still floating around. Like I don't even understand how they even caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a portion of him or something.
Yeah, it was a portion.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the portion that came out of Will.
Mm.
Yeah, from the last
Right.
season. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, that was the whole thing I was thinking. I was like, is that the thing that came out of Will? And I was like, I don't know.
How did
Did
they catch
did
it?
just
Who
like
knows?
Ghostbusters it? You know, they brought out like the vacuums or like cross the streams or
Yeah, I
however.
have no idea how
I
they
don't
caught
know.
that. That is a good question though.
Man,
And what about you?
Actually, my favorite moment, surprisingly, was going to be the one at the skating rink when 11 is out there on the floor. They throw a milkshake at her.
Oh yes.
And she's had it. She gets her roller skate, goes over to that girl, and just wails on her face.
I honestly did not feel sorry for the girl.
I didn't.
Dude.
I didn't
She
either.
was very,
It was-
very mean to 11.
Yeah, it was a graphic scene, and I was like, "Wow, they are like seriously pushing the limit this year," and I liked it.
speaking of that scene, Ray, I'm not sure if anybody caught this, but if you look at the camera when that guy's recording it, there's a date on there, and it's supposed to be Will's birthday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They forgot his birthday, dude.
Not only did the characters
Oh,
forget
wow.
forget Will's birthday, but the creators forgot.
Yeah, the Duffer Brothers actually forgot that it was his birthday.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty messed
That's why
up.
Will is so sad.
Yeah, he's so
Yeah,
sad
I
because they
mean-
forgot all about him.
I guess I
Poor
could feel
Will.
that.
So, we only asked you for one, but you ended up giving us two. So I'm
I
going to
did.
throw a second one out there.
Go ahead.
It's actually when they're in the van and Will is kind of like confessing to Mike his feelings, but he's saying it's 11's, but it's actually his own, but Mike doesn't get it. And as
That's
soon as
'cause
he's
Mike's
done talking,
oblivious.
yeah, he's like
Mhm.
turns and starts crying. I was like, oh man,
I kind of
that was a
felt
tough
bad
scene.
for Will.
I felt
yeah.
bad for him.
I
Yeah.
really do. I like Will,
Yeah,
and I get it. You know, you've had this childhood friend forever. Of course, you might eventually, you know, have feelings like that.
but I mean, we were all young. We all, you know, he's kind of self-involved right now, and
He
he's
is.
very involved with 11. So he's really not.
He's also a
thinking too much.
teenager.
Yeah,
He plays the
Hormones are
part
going
so
crazy.
yeah, he plays the part so well of a teenager. You know how teenagers are. They really
Yeah.
it's all about them or what they're doing, and everybody else doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's usually like a teenage mentality. Unfortunately, it is.
Yep.
Even in today's world.
But his big brother, that was a really good scene.
That was a good scene.
That was
Yeah.
a really good scene.
That was a
Some
really good
brotherly
scene.
love going on there, man. I was like,
because
wow.
he was being distant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because he was smoking the reefer.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Stay away from that devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
Seeing them
Mhm.
two reconnect again, and now Will knows, hey, you know, I can go talk to you again. And I did hear going into season 5, Will will actually play more of a bigger role, which is good because it
Yeah,
seems
it
like we
started
haven't
with him,
seen.
so,
yeah, we
yeah.
haven't seen Will take a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's always been everybody else.
Hopefully he gets like a better haircut. I could only stare at his hair like the whole time.
I'm
I
gonna-
was like,
I'm
that's
gonna-
like beyond chili bowl haircut
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know?
try not to say much on that, but yes, it was pretty bad.
I'm sorry.
He needs a new barber.
I liked
Yeah.
him, but I was like, I just kept staring at the hair.
All right, Vecna. What'd you think of Vecna?
I thought the character was great, honestly. I didn't realize at first that it was the same character as one,
Yeah.
just
me
kind
neither.
of in prosthetics.
Yeah.
And he actually does the voice,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't know that either. I've watched a few late night shows where he's doing the voice, and it's pretty amazing his vocal range that he can do that. Pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Very creepy.
Vecna was a very terrifying character. I seriously got Freddy Krueger vibes from him.
Yes,
Yeah.
Freddy
especially,
Krueger is like one of the. He's like my scariest
Well, he's an icon.
horror icon. Yeah.
He's a
Mhm.
horror icon from the 80s.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he really is. And when we were kids, that was our, you know, scary.
That was our
monster.
boogeyman.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
If it wasn't him, it was, you know, Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Like he has on a shirt right there.
Yeah.
Well, Freddy was scarier because he could just invade your dreams, so you
Mhm.
Yeah.
would never
we-
sleep.
We didn't have to worry about Jason because he was at Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and,
like, let's
and
just stay
you'd
away
have
from
to.
him.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you could
just
run
don't
away
go to
from
the
him
lake.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walks slow.
Exactly.
You can just drive right by the exit, be like, to your left, Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah,
Keep going.
exactly. Finding out that it was one was pretty freaky.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that got those vibes, because every time I heard like that that clock chime, like I thought I was expecting to hear like the little kids saying 1, 2, Freddy's coming
Oh,
for
yeah.
you."
So what'd you think of Papa?
I liked seeing Matthew Modine come back again.
Yeah.
because he's kind of in and out of the episodes, you know.
Yeah.
But seeing him back again, I kind of feel that Vecna was correct in what he was saying. He's just a man. He wasn't a monster.
I don't know, dude. I think Papa was a monster.
I don't really think he was.
I mean,
I think he was just very
I mean, I guess you could say, is Frankenstein the monster, or is it his creation?
Exactly. Look back
So,
at that. I mean,
yeah.
was Frankenstein really the monster, or was it with his creator? His creator went crazy, right?
Yeah.
Trying to create Frankenstein in the first place. It's the same thing with Papa. Papa found all these children, and he's trying to, I guess, bring them up, use their abilities and everything like that. And he finds 2 that are really special, 1 and 11.
Yeah.
And he's really focused on that. Even with after what 1 did, you know, the facility with all the children, he still didn't care. He asks 11, you know, what have
Yeah.
you done, right? And he's talking about not what happened at the
Yeah,
facility,
I don't think
but what
he cares
did.
about the kids.
He doesn't. That's what
Because
I'm
the
saying.
kids are only there to help out 11.
Yeah, he's just so focused on.
He's only focused on 1 and 11. And mainly
It's almost like
is 11.
Which I know they're not his Well, I guess they are kind of his creations.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
So
kinda
that's
did
all he's
create them.
focused on. He
Yep.
doesn't care about anything else.
And that's what makes him such a complex character. Sometimes you do see him really care for 11, and then sometimes it's like, okay, the science is going to get the better of me, and it's my goals that I'm trying to get achieved, and sometimes he's a very hated character. So it's like, sometimes it's like, okay, he seems okay, and then other times it's like, okay, he needs to die.
Yeah,
was-
I mean,
it
I
was-
kind of felt bad for him at the end, though.
I did it.
I actually kind of did. And
I
I
did
was
it.
like, really, 11, you're just going to walk off? Like, he
Yeah.
just helped you get your powers back.
It was kind of cool though, like how they set it up. Like, as the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, who is 1? I was like, are they gonna show him? Are they gonna reveal him? And then this guy starts talking to 11, telling her like how to get her powers and try to think about stuff. And I was like, could this be the guy?
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know.
All right. So overall, what would you rate the season, the entire season?
I'm going to say a 10. I was super glued to this season. I couldn't stop watching. It did take me forever to watch the very last episode, but it was because I knew once it was over, I was going to have to wait until season 5, so I really didn't want to watch it.
That last scene
Yeah.
though, when like they go out there and the storm is getting bigger, the color starts like going away from their world.
Oh, the very,
It's
very end.
truly starting to like merge.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that gave me some chills right there. Setting up for season 5.
So what would you rate it, Izzy?
I gave it a 9.
A 9?
Only because I binged it, and all I could hear was that song everywhere I went.
Oh, Kate Bush.
Kate Bush invaded my life
I got
and
you.
my dreams.
Right?
I'm gonna say a 9.5.
9.5.
9.5.
Wow, we're all over the place.
Pretty
Yeah.
solid though.
Yeah.
I like it.
10, 9, and
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah.
What would be the average?
9.5.
Probably at 9.5?
Probably 9.5.
9.5
very
is
good,
actually
though.
really good. Are you excited for season 5?
Yeah.
I did hear that they just started filming.
Final
Very
season.
excited. And
This is it.
please bring Eddie back. Eddie was so cool, the character. There has to be a way to bring him back.
Eddie's not coming back.
Come on, man.
Don't think he's coming back. I really don't.
I think he's in permanent nap time, Bill.
There ain't no coming back.
There's a rumor that Vecna gets destroyed by, I guess, one of the characters from D&D. He's like a bat character or something. We've never played D&D. That's not our thing.
Yeah.
I haven't played
But
in a long time.
there was a rumor that that's how Vecna gets destroyed, is by one of the other D&D characters that possibly could be Eddie. I just don't see it happening.
It
I
would
think
be
his time
so
is done.
great. It would be so great if they bring Eddie back.
Yeah, I love Eddie.
He was such a great character that you immediately connected with for just coming into season 4. When you have all these other characters that you've already cared about up through this point, and now they bring in this guy, and he did such a great job that, you know, you actually cared about this guy.
So, they've paid homage to every single horror movie. Maybe it's time to pay some homage to Pet Cemetery? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That way. Well, we saw 11 brought back Max,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
even though it seems like her mind's pretty...
I got Matrix vibes from that one.
Did you?
Yeah, from when Trinity dies. I think it's in part 2, right? And
Oh,
Neo
and-
kind of goes into the Matrix.
Oh, and restarts
Oh, yeah.
her
Restarts
heart.
her heart.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I was like, wow, that's some Matrix stuff there, man. That's pretty cool.
I didn't make that connection, but now I see it.
Now I can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Nice.
Maybe she can do the same thing with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back somehow.
Because she just like straight up
Maybe.
said no.
Yeah, no, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, well, that was a very emotional scene. Seeing Max and then how Lucas really cared for her. And Eleven's there, but he doesn't know that she's there.
Yeah.
That was just pretty crazy. Alright, guys, so Hope you liked the episode. Let us know in the comments below what you think about Stranger Things. If you agreed with our rating, let us know about some of your favorite moments or who your favorite character was. And I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
Later.